My exact words to my mother were, "It's his fault because he got out of the way." As you can probably guess, my mother didn't believe me. I was in more trouble for blaming my brother than I was for breaking the window. I still got my iPad taken away and could not watch TV for a while. And I had to fix the window, or at least help my mother fix it. My parents were more disappointed about me blaming my brother than me breaking the window. I would have been better off if I had just said that I did it and I was sorry. I still would have to fix the window, but my mom wouldn't have been so mad. I believe it is important to take responsibility for your actions and learn from your mistakes. You may not think I'm the best person to talk about responsibility, but believe me, I do enough stupid things to know how to learn from my mistakes. From the time that we are little children, our parents teach us to tell the truth. If you mess up, make a mistake, do something wrong, or hurt someone's feelings, the first step in fixing it is taking responsibility for your actions. If you can't admit that you made a mistake, then the problem caused by your mistake can't be fixed. Admitting that you have messed up requires humility. Humility is knowing that you aren't perfect, and that you aren't expected to be perfect, and that this is okay. My parents have always told me that they expect me to make mistakes, and I'm allowed to make mistakes, but I can't make the same mistake over and over again. When you admit that you've messed up and take responsibility for your actions, you earn respect and trust, because people know you're honest and trustworthy. These are two of the most valuable qualities a person can have. 6-year-olds aren't the only ones who lie to cover up mistakes. It happens at all ages and power levels. People in places of high power who can do this at an extremely high level with large-scale, widespread consequences that can affect hundreds of thousands of people. Just look at the newspaper on any given day of the week for examples of scandals at large companies like Volkswagen and Facebook. If you make enough mistakes, it starts to affect your decision making and makes you think twice before you do something stupid, like giving your friend a wet willy during a lecture. Part of taking responsibility is apologizing. When you're making excuses, the person you're making excuses to feels like you're lying to them. Just saying, "I'm sorry, I messed up," is so much better than making excuses, and implies to the person that you are truthful. Humility is a necessary aspect of taking responsibility for your actions because it involves admitting that you are wrong. Humility shows that you are not selfish and that you can think for the good of others before yourself. When you show humility, people are drawn to you and you are more liked and respected. Learning from your mistakes prevents you from making those mistakes again, and it prepares you for future situations where you can make a mistake. If you make a mistake and you learn from it, you know what you did wrong and the situations leading up to the wrong decision. So if you learn from your mistake, you will recognize those situations and make the right decision next time. For example, in a basketball game, if you make a bad pass, you don't blame the person you pass it to for a bad catch, but you admit that your pass is bad. And since I'm also on the receiving end of passes, this might be a good time to say that I've dropped my share of good passes. A lot. This makes for less hard feelings and more all-around respect in the team. When you're willing to take responsibility and learn from your mistakes, people know that you are honest and worthy of their respect. If you are respected, your self-image will be good and other people's image of you will be greater. Next to respect, trust is the most important thing you can earn from your parents.